Hi, I'm Phil Berman from Balance Catamarans. I'm here in Cape Town with Mark Delaney, owner and director of Balance Catamarans Cape Town, and Mark Worley, who's the chief project manager here at Balance Catamarans. And right now we're standing on the new flagship of the Balance range called the Balance 750. She's a really unique and special boat. Staying with the DNA of Balance Catamarans, she's going to be a really fast and able performer, but she's also going to have more luxury than you find on some of the twitchy racing cats. So she'll be super fast, but she'll also be able to engage in luxury crew charter for people that would like, and she'll have the payload capacity to really voyage around the world at high speeds. It's just a very exciting flagship boat for us here at Balance. 750 maintains a really aggressive hull fineness ratio, and yet still remains a luxurious boat inside with handmade cabinetry. Our ability to do that is tied to the high technology build construction that we employ here. I thought I'd let Mark Worley talk a little bit about how this boat is actually built.
Using the best technology we have available to ourselves, and that's full infusion. The vessel's infused in different parts, different stages, as opposed to full infusion, when often you'd do the outer layer and the core and the inner layer in one shot. So we infuse the outside skins, which is on the hulls, is predominantly e-glass. It's epoxy with carbon reinforcements in the high load areas. And then we infuse the cores, we put the cores with bonding paste, and then we infuse the inside skin with reinforcements around certain areas that are needed. The structural design of the boats is predominantly e-glass in the hulls, which keeps the noise down, which is quite an important thing. Most people on a full carbon boat would know that it's exceptionally noisy.
Yeah.
So this deadens a lot of the sound, but we still, because we're infusing it, it's still very lightweight using e-glass. We use a lot of carbon in the high load areas, full carbon bulkheads, obviously daggerboard casings and the like.
It's going to weigh about 70,000 pounds,
yeah.
32 tons, give or take. It's quite light for a boat of this size. What is unique about the boat, in my opinion, really unique, is that nobody's really building a boat like this.
Project fits very much into the Balance stable, whereby we've got a boat that's going to be high performance, nice and fast, yet still very livable, especially on a boat this size where you typically got super fine hulls. So we've managed to get some nice livable space inside. The interior is going to be finished out in a very chic Euro style and top quality, sort of super yacht quality. One of the nice features of the boat, which is different to the other Balances built so far, is that we've got a forward cockpit. So when you exit the salon, you walk through a forward waterproof door into a nice cockpit area, and that's got all your sail handling winches, the mast obviously up in front of you, and a full set of controls. So the boat has ability to be controlled from three spaces, from the forward cockpit, and then it's got two aft helms. The starboard aft helm is the famous Versa helm. So you're able to control the boat from the aft, standing at the helm, and then have a lower helm position where you've still got, even on a big boat like this, great visibility through the windows. We mocked up all the heights prior to building the boat to make sure that we could see through all the windows over the furniture on the inside. And then from a control point of view, the boat's got a full hydraulic system. So there's rams in the boom, the mast, and the aft beam and the forward beam, and there's some captive winches as well, which basically makes the sailing effort of the boat and trimming the boat a lot easier and able to be done short-handed.
We've also designed the boat so that this particular boat's going to have what we call a fly lounge. So on top of the coach roof, there's an area for lounging and seating, but the sail operations are down below. We can also do the boat with a sailing fly bridge, up top, if people would like to have that option. So it can be a full fly bridge boat where all the sail operations take place up top, or it can be a Versa helm, two helm boat down below with a lounge on top. She can be done in a 5-cabin version, a 4-cabin version, 4-cabin with crew, 5-cabin with crew. Everything on the interior of the boat is done to custom standard, along with all the veneers, the fabrics, the choices. She's a custom boat. She's going to be a really fast catamaran, and she's going to be absolutely gorgeous inside. Can't wait to launch the boat.
The plan is the second half of next year.
Second half of 2024.
24, yeah.
24. So here we are standing inside one of the hulls.
It's huge, yeah.
It's a big boat. It's a big boy. And you're looking behind me, and you see here, this is all carbon fiber all across this high load area where the chain plates are going to be. And we don't want to scare anybody, and Mark's going to tell you, what kind of bulkheads are these? Temporary. So what are the bulkheads going to be like, and what's the story here?
So these will all just be put in when we head inside the molds, just to keep the shape, so we can lift it out the molds to start the second hull. Right up front, and you can't see from the camera there, but it's the first bulkhead, which is they're all carbon.
So quite a nice feature of this boat is that we've got an integral hydraulic ram for the dagger boards. So you can see here behind Phil, this here is where the dagger board will go through. So you can see the rebate in the top of the deck. So the dagger board case or trunk will sit here, and then this box in the roof is where the ram will sit. So the dagger board will also be hydraulically controlled up and down, which gets rid of all the lines on the deck, so the deck's nice and flush, and you don't have the hassle of having to bear with lines and winches, etc. for the dagger board. So it's just a push button system that's going to work.
The boat could be easily operated by a crew of 2.
Yeah, I'd say 2 to 3. I mean, it's still a big boat.
Yeah, it's still big
massive
boat,
loads.
Yeah.
You could certainly, if you had 2 good crews, sail it, but 3 would be ideal.
Yeah.
Okay, so over here we have this black patch that you can see on the outer hull. So it runs from sort of a third of from the after back of the boat up forward there, and that's where the carbon fiber chain plate reinforcement that we were talking about on the inside of the boat. So it's quite cool to see before the fairing and paint goes onto the boat. The other thing that you can see, if they get a shot down the side of the boat, that the boat's really super fair. You're going to need just really a primer and a top coat. And then obviously this rebate in the top here is the window insert. So that's where you get the sort of balance styled, fashioned one piece that looks like a one-piece glass window all along the side of the boat. So the boat's built in 2 halves, which are then joined together. So the boat across behind me here, you can see is standing up right now. It's joined down the center line. And when we do that, because the bow is so fine, what we've got here is from this section here, so you can see that it cuts back here, the forward section of the bow, which is roughly 2.5 to 3 feet, 2.5 feet, is completely solid foam, high density foam core. So if you were to run into anything with that sharp point, it would be damaged, but there would be no water ingress or anything into the rest of the boat. So that main cutoff bulkhead sits here, and this front piece is completely, as I say, completely solid foam. On the boat that's standing up there, you can see the marking of where the foam is, and then the top dark area would be where your crossbeam attaches, and we have a section below that is where the stay for the longeron attaches to.
I'm just really excited about the boat. I can't wait to get out on it and sail.
Yeah, no, we're all excited.
Yeah.
And there's quite a process between now and then.
Yeah.
But it's certainly an exciting build. We've got a great team of people that are working together on the project in terms of all the different suppliers and expertise that we're pulling in. So it's a really exciting project for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, cool. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
And well, we'll see you in the middle of next year, and we'll be out tooling around.
Right.
Stay in balance.